Hello everybody! It's been a little while. Thank you for putting up with that. I had my makeup all at college, but I've gotten it back now, so we're back on a regular schedule. Obviously, this is Zarya from Overwatch, my Russian girlfriend. I saw she had pink hair and that she was super buff and wonderful, and I was like, I'm gonna do that. So I did it. Obviously, I added some extra battle damage because, you know, she's a tank, but it's completely optional. So if you want to see how to do your makeup like Zarya from Overwatch, keep watching!
The first thing I did was prime my face with a BB cream to smooth out my skin and add a little bit more coverage. Then I took a really dense kabuki brush and applied my normal foundation. The brush helps get everything even, and it gets a little bit more coverage than my fingers would. Then I took a setting powder and set that. I didn't realize how dark the setting powder appears on camera, note to self. Make sure you drag everything down your neck. For the eyes, I took a taupey brown shade and applied it in the inner corner of my eye and on my crease to create a shadow. I then dragged it underneath my lower lash line. I repeated this with a slightly darker brown to deepen the shadow. Then I took a light shade, slightly lighter than my natural skin tone, and applied it to my lid and my brow bone. Remember to go back and make sure there are no harsh edges. Zarya's eyebrows are black, so I just took a black shadow on a shader brush and filled in my brows a bit straighter than they usually would be, and added a flick at the inner corner. I used a black liquid liner to do Zarya's cat eye eyeliner. What else would I do with liner? I then went over that with a black shadow to set it and dragged it slightly down into my inner corner to create a point. Then I lined my lower lid with a creamy eyeliner and shaded either corner with brown. I didn't really want to show this because it's kind of gross, so you'll just have to take my word on it. Slap on a coat of mascara on your top and bottom lids. I contoured my nose coming from my eyebrows straight down. I then carved out my cheekbones a lot, as well as my temple and my jaw. Make sure you drag everything down your neck. Then I took a really light highlight shade and applied it over my cheekbones, on my chin, on my forehead, on my nose, above my upper lip, a lot of places. Then I took the same dense brush I used earlier and just went over everything to make sure it was well blended. Now for the scar, I kind of wanted to go for a little bit more of a cartoony look, so I outlined it in a red lip tint that I have, then filled it in with red face paint. I couldn't find my stick glue, so I used eyelash adhesive to stick down the brows of my eyebrows. If you do this, make sure you have eyelash glue remover to take it off, otherwise you'll rip your hairs out. I then went over the red to tone it down with a dusty rose colored blush. And I added some browns to the edges and to the center as a highlight. I kept layering darker and darker browns on the edges using eyeshadow and eyeliner until I got the depth that I wanted. Eventually I said screw it and went in with black, which got me the look I wanted. Once I was done, I covered that with my face powder to make it seem like more of my skin. Now you see why it was so vibrant in the first place. I realized I'd forgotten blush, so I used a trick where I put 2 of my fingers next to my nose and then applied my blush, which makes sure that your blush is never too close to your nose. I slapped on some really sparkly copper colored lip gloss, and that's Zarya done. Not quite. I'm not gonna go into the process for the tattoo because I'm not really happy with how this came out. I was just rushed because of construction going on in my house, but I basically just sketched it in and filled it in with black face paint. Now that's already done.
And that's it. I have no idea how long this video ended up being, to be quite honest. But I hope it was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a ton of fun making it. Quick plugs, remember to check out my other tutorials. I'll have some listed somewhere. I think somewhere. I also have tutorials specifically for fake scars and fake tattoos that are a little bit more polished than what I did today. Today I was kind of rushing to get it done before the construction guys got here, because then things are gonna get a little noisy. Reminder that if you want to support this channel, you can do that on Patreon. Link is once again somewhere in this general vicinity, Vogue. I also have a video on the topic explaining what that is, so, you know, if you want to, option's open. But either way, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for sticking with me through my little hiatus. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see you guys next week. And as always, guys, stay safe.